This will help me make my writing better.
Okay, great. So we start with our first session, that is your introduction, the establishment of the concepts in content writing. So two major topics we'll be covering today. One is what content writing means in Industry 2.0 and skills we should be nurturing as content writers. So this Industry 2.0, you might seem a little confused what Industry 2.0 year means. It is post-internet reality. When there is no internet, there is no such sources like Wikipedia and all. The writers were limited to particular cities, states, region because the distribution was not that widespread. So their target audience were also few people. And their research and understanding and adaptability was only for those people. But when internet happened, people from any part of the world can connect to any part of the world and read whatever content they are doing. Nowadays, you see YouTube has internally developed the AI where any different language content can be, the audio of it can be converted to your native or regional language. That is what Industry 2.0 means. And what content writing means here, we'll get to know that and things we should be nurturing as content writers. So keep this in session interactive. You can ask, you can raise your hand if you want to ask anything. And I'll appreciate you guys if you can open up the camera throughout so I see faces and not DP and the image, the boss image, and every other letter. First things first, it is an element we all know of digital marketing. That is the basic thing. If you want to start, get into marketing, digital marketing, that becomes, content writing becomes an essential part for it. The second is a little deeper concept of target audience. Now, target audience are those people who will be buying your service or product, or who you want to who you want to engage with your content and your stuff. That is your target audience. Target audience can then be described in a different categories. It can be divided in different categories. It can be on the basis of region. It can be on the basis of age. It can be on the basis of behavioral pattern. It can be on the basis of their occupation. These are four things that comes to my mind right now. But it can also be on the basis of their income, their designation as well. So occupation and designation can be counted as one. These all things will come down as your target audience, right? Because, and this also happens because you need to adapt to the mindset of the reader or the consumer for your product. If you're writing your content from a very upper level rich perspective for a person who is trying to start up his journey, that might clash in his or her mind, and they might aspire but not for long. And this is an example to you guys. Nike, Aston Martin, they all, not everybody can afford Aston Martin, but still people aspire it. So then how do you make your content Aspiring is again, you define your target audience. So, a person who can buy Aston Martin might not possibly be watching the ad and going like, "Oh, this is Aston Martin, crazy! I'll have to buy it." No, they are crazy heads. They have a full panel who discusses over their investments and who wants to do a lot of things. You see, that's how you define target audience. You go and research about it. So when you start writing content after defining your target audience, comes the third point, that is you start creating awareness around people. Now, I cannot be a new brand uh, with great market reputation. I'm a new brand and it's been a month and I have great market reputation. Everybody knows me. No, that's a very ideal situation, right? Otherwise, if my target audience is Gen Z, I'll have to make people aware that, I am there, my brand is there. I am contributing to this conversation of the society, this discourse of the domain. So you start awareing people about the brand, start making people learn about the brand, start making people discover the product or service of your brand. And for that, you need to write. In digital marketing, you need to write and tell people what your perspective is. So you start creating awareness around it. While we do all of these things, we need to also understand that our content should be very clear. It should provide great clarity to people. Clarity in terms of what they should be, what mindset should they adopt after reading your content, or what kind of action do you want them to feel or take. And third, it can be just an emotion, what you want them to feel. A few patriotic ads or blogs, if you read or watch, you see there is no such brand promotion, or they don't want to sell. They are integrating their brand in that video or blog somehow. But when you read it, there is a sense of patriotism in you, right? That comes in, okay, yes, that's the thing. When you read about, let's say, cars, or let's say, give me a topic, no, Tosha?
Shoes.
Oh,
Shoes.
sneakers? Oh, nice. Shoes, yeah. So you talk about shoes and footwear. So you need to give them clarity about, there is a life beyond mediocrity, life beyond your heels, and arch will hurt if you don't wear good shoes. There's a life beyond that. If you make them feel that thing, if you give them a clarity like Nike does by saying just do it, that helps people. In that case, they'll not have to think a lot, but you write content driven with emotion or a pattern that will convey them the clarity you want them to understand. So you write content to provide clarity and not create more of a hassle or mess in their mind. सरस आगे चले.
हाँ चलो.
These are four objectives for our content writing. The first thing, as we have discussed, it's a way to enter digital sphere. When we have entered digital sphere and we are making people aware around about our brand and all, It is the time when we start creating our professional viewpoint in their mind. Professional viewpoint, as in what is our take on the service? How is our service different? What is our USP? How do you write about your mission? How are you sharing your vision? How do you implement your ideology? You start sharing everything with your potential customers, and that is where your professional personality of the brand has started building. So when you work on a brand, think of the brand as if it's a character, and try to just imagine, while sitting without any distraction, try to imagine what this brand would look like if it was a person. How would it dress? How will it be, speaking? What colors would suit to this character? And then it will be easy for you to understand give a professional viewpoint for the brand. But of course, while you are developing this character, you need to first take permission of whatever authority is there over you. When you're giving the professional viewpoint, no, after a certain point of time, what it does is it starts to speak more about your expertise now, as if you are the master shifu and master uguay to this industry, and the main hero Kung Fu Panda is the brand you're writing for. So when this happens, when you start demonstrating your expertise, when you start when you start building the professional viewpoint, everything's everything starts to come together. The dots starts connecting together, and the conversion rate actually enhances. People now who just knew about what your brand name is, what your services are, and they were just limited to that. After a period of your consistent and persistent effort, are reading your content and now also thinking to purchase something from you. That is what conversion rate is. Taking your readers from just being a reader or a follower to a potential customer, person who will buy things from you. Because at the end of the day, the company will have to pay for your expenses and the whole team as well, right? So we have to get a conversion rate set for them. Before we start discussing about this skill set, do you want to ask anything? Do you have something in mind?
Did you see Kung Fu Panda?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I see.
All of
Recently
them?
you watched it. Yeah,
All of them.
yeah, yeah.
I like
All.
the first part.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. But I personally prefer the second part, where he discovers himself. He
Yeah.
accepts himself. First part is all fun and all. I really like, but recently when I rewatched it, I think I slightly prefer part two.
I still prefer part one.
Yeah, everybody has different choices. No worries. Have you guys seen Suits or Rocky Balboa? Any of them?
No,
Hmm.
No.
You must have seen Friends, though.
no.
No.
No. No.
Perfect. Thank you.
Actually,
Why?
Thank
Was
you.
it good to see it?
I don't like Friends.
you
Why?
don't
What
like
happened?
Friends?
Why? What
मैं
happened in
तो
that
नहीं
movie?
देखता हूँ और ना मुझे पसंद है वो.
हुआ क्या था?
कुछ होता ही नहीं है उसमें, बस ठीक है. I think Prathishta has watched Friends and she's just holding her calm now.
No, I only watched a few episodes but forgot the entire plot, so
Man. People are just crazy for Friends.
What is it even about?
Friends.
Tuesha will see today and tell.
Excuse me, Priya?
You're excused.
Stop it.
So this is about friends only. How do they meet, develop, strengthen their friendship, and then the friendship turns into relationship. Then they get out and they go out and date, and they come back and they date. Everything in between. That's like why. And then people start. The major thing is people. Not people. We start to fantasize. That's the problem. But you should watch Suits. It's a lawyer based TV show that is great. A person who has never went to Harvard joins one of the top tier law firm, and who has a criteria to specifically choose from Harvard pass outs. But this person cracks the interview, and this person has this photogenic memory. Photogenic or photographic memory. So that's an interesting show.
Did you see Street 2?
अरे नहीं, क्या मजबूरी है यार.
It's actually great. सरकते का आतंक.
Okay.
Sir, have you seen Conjuring?
Damn, the Conjuring, the devil made me do it. Oh my gosh, I freaked
I
out at the last scene.
I
I'm
mean,
like,
like,
oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Hey, वो just
like it's kind of funny.
if you have any
It
questions,
is.
we will we
No.
will we will open up a panel later on. We have a question right now. Let's come back quickly. How silent you guys go, no? When it's about questions and all.
Very
Okay.
silent.
Okay. So we move on. These are total 8 skill sets that you should be nurturing as a content writer. First is versatility. Should be able to change your tone and writing style. And let me tell you, you all have been doing it. You are doing it. You text your crush, friend, and parents and siblings, all in different tone and different style. So you have that ability. But as a content writer, what this means is you might have to juggle between 5 6 brands, 2 3 brands at the same time. One can be a nursery, plant nursery, and other one can be a cafe. You'll have to write for both of them. So you should be able to adapt to this change of tone, because plant nursery will not speak in the same tone, and it will not choose the same words as a cafe. A cafe will be a very enthusiastic, very hyped up, pumped up space. On the contrary, plant nursery can be very enthusiastic place, a very humble experience, and a very uh
Planty
getting
place,
sorry,
the place where plants grow.
yeah. So there will be a difference in their writing style, and you should be able to adapt. That's versatility. Second is research oriented. You need to have great research skills. Go to different websites, go to different places. If you're getting a fact, go and research whether this fact is right or not. And it will be very easy to just give up and whatever first link says to you, write that. But think of it as a brand. People might not build trust over you if you don't give them authentic information, because see the layer here. You are researching, you scratch your head, you research a lot, and then you finally write a good content piece. A person is reading it, understanding and taking notes out of the information that you've given. Now, this person goes into a social circle, speaks of this topic, shares the knowledge, the facts, the information he has gathered from blog pages in an attempt to make an impression. And if that information is not good, a person will immediately get turned off and walk off from your content piece. So your research oriented content means a lot. To research, you can use AIs, you can use Google. There is Google Scholar as well. When you go on Google, write Google Scholar, there is a different website altogether where you find research paper and everything. So you go and research a lot, talk about it to people of that particular space. You connect on LinkedIn with people, you understand what they want. And then while you are communicating as a writer to individual or as a writer to the audience of a brand, you must keep that in mind. You are establishing a professional relationship over there, making it clear for them that okay, you are here for some fun content, but at the end of the day, this is a professional relationship where I'll be asking you to buy, where I'm not your friend as much as you think I am. That is what communication skill means. You don't have to be rude, but maintain a decorum with professionalism intact to it. And this will only come to you when you start writing. That's why I don't have anything to share here. You have to write, you have to research, you have to understand for yourself how you do this. For this, you can take up a task, you can take up a brand, whichever brand you like, go to their website. If there is a blog section, BLOG, go to that blog section, write 3 blogs of that brand. When I say write, I mean on a piece of paper with pencil or pen. Write 3 pieces of blogs or 3 blogs. Then choose any one of the topic from out of those 3 blogs you've written. Choose any one topic again and write for yourself. Now, don't read and write any other thing, but write it for yourself. So the task is you take up a brand, you go to their blog page, BLOG, you take 3 blogs at a time, you write them down as it is by looking at the screen and copying it down on your pen and on your paper with pencil or pen. Then you shut your phone, shut your laptop, shut your PC, whatever device it is, keep it aside, choose one topic out of those 3 that you've written and write for yourself for the same brand. Sounds good? Okay.
Kind of.
Sir, I did not understand like the last part that you said.
You got up to the 3 blogs that you have to write from their website.
Yes, sir.
After that, you close all the devices from where you were just looking at the blogs and writing. You have to just copy paste the blogs from the screen to your pen and paper on your paper.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. After doing that, you take one topic out of the 3 blogs that you've written. Any one of the blog titles, you can take any one of them. You keep every distraction away from you, and then you write that blog with your own creativity for the same brand.
Okay, sir.
Perfect. And based on this is my fourth skill. You should be prioritizing quality over quantity. But I would say, as you are in your initial phase, go all in for the quantity. Write as much as you can, share as much as you can, because that is how you will get to know what is working and what is not, and which kind of writing style you can adapt to, and what all spaces do you actually need to change or upgrade. Perfect. So as a beginner or an intermediate person, write a lot. The next is SEO. SEO stands for search engine optimization. You will understand in deeper manner uh, in my sessions ahead. But this is a way for you to reach to target audiences. Sixth is proofreading. You go through the content that you've written and you carefully pick out the errors of the content, any grammatical mistake or any word spelling mistake. Anything and everything can be done in this part. Then you become an observant also. You comprehend what your brand or client is asking from you and what the audience actually wants. Now, uh, the audience like to watch the chill guy meme, but you are playing some the family man, that Peter Griffin meme, which is not in trend nowadays. So the impact differs there. So comprehend what your client or brand wants from you to show to the target audience. And then it is your duty how to show it to the target audience that they engage. Not only engage, they try to buy it as well. So that all becomes the journey of that starts from observing, being an observer. Eighth is punctuality. You have to be before time, not on time when it is about delivering a content piece, because before time, if you're not before time, there is a chain of approval that goes in. If any of that pieces of domino falls, ooh, that's a long way down the command line. You have to rewrite it, reshare it, then everybody will read, and then you'll go back. So the time goes very much into this. You invest a lot of time and energy into this. So punctuality means you have to be before time, so that when the time of publishing the content comes, you're prepared with all the final edits and everything to your content. Make sense? Anything that you want to ask?
No.
Perfect. So this is it for our first session. I hope you've got an understanding of what we'll be covering in the coming days. How is it going to be? And Our next live session is on 10th of December, and then 15th of December. Make make sure that you attend the live sessions. If you have any doubt, that would be great to solve it there. And if not, you can drop me a text on either LinkedIn or on Instagram or yeah, any of that places. And please write the content. This is for your own good. I don't have any benefit out of that. So please take the charge as you've taken the charge right now by coming to this session. If you have any doubt or question, you can ask me over there only. My social handles are at the rate unusual Harsh, almost everywhere on LinkedIn and Instagram. This is my social handle, unusual Harsh. You wanted to ask something, Bharti?
No, sir. I just wanted to tell that 15th I won't be able to attend the class.
Okay.
Even
But
me.
but I'll watch the recorded session.
Okay.
Even me.
Okay. No worries.
But I'll try my best to attend on 15th.
Okay. Sure. No worries.
Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
guys. All the best. Good night. Take care. Bye.
Good night, sir. Thank you.
Good night,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Good night.
Bye, sir. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, sir.